everybody. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day. Now guys, I am bringing this back. This is Take a Walk in History. I haven't done this over a month. I had so much going on and I just went ahead and put it off for a little while, and we're back. We're back with history in our next state, which is Louisiana State, the Bayou State. I'm quite excited that I got to learn more about the history, more about the bio, and 3 creepy ghost stories at the end, because who doesn't like a creepy ghost story? I am so in love with history and old things and old homes and old museums or artifacts and all that exciting things that has to do with history from back then, from what is happening now. Um, each state that I have done, I've learned so much about them. You know, everything about their bio, from their state motto, their state bird, fish, whatever their bio has offered to me. I've learned a little bit about their history, and what I do is I do write history down, but I do not write it as long because there is so much history that it would take me forever on this video to do that with you guys. So what I do is I pair up the paragraphs together to make it make sense and to make you interested as well as myself. And then of course at the end I do well, no, not at the end. I do put in the birthday and the year that the state became the state. And then at the end is 3 creepy ghost stories, because what's a good old ghost story from people from back then who were here before we were, could tell you a story of what had happened. That's what I like to do with you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And I hope you guys enjoy this. And I love hearing from you guys in my comments. And I hope to hear you soon. All right, guys, so let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the bio, and there will be pictures right up here that shows you the different bio information on birds, fish, mottos, whatever. I will have it right up here that you can see. And then the history, I'll have the picture of the state, and then pictures of the ghost stories and all those good little things, because we love pictures. We want to see pictures. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So let's start with the bio. All right, so the state motto is Union, Justice, Confidence. The state anthem is Give Me Louisiana, You Are My Sunshine. The state capital is Baton Rouge. The state bird is a brown pelican. The state dog breed is a Catahoula leopard dog. The state fish is a white perch. The state flower is a magnolia. The state insect is a honeybee. The state mammal is a black bear. The state reptile is an alligator. The state tree is a bald cypress. The state beverage is milk. The state fossil is petrified palm wood. The state gemstone is agate or agates. The state instrument is a diatonic accordion. And that was all the bio information that I could find. If you are from Louisiana or you had lived there before, if you know a little bit more of the bio information, love to hear from you guys again. Leave me a comment down below and let me know. And let me know a little bit of history that I might have left out about your state of Louisiana. So let's go ahead and get started with the history part. The area of Louisiana is a place of origin of the mound builders' culture during the Middle Archaic period in the 4th millennium BC. Nearly 2,000 years later, Poverty Point was built, It is the largest and best known lakes. Archiac, I can't talk, site in the state. In the 1720s, German immigrants settled along the Mississippi River in a region referred to as the German coast. Starting in 1719, traders began to import slaves in a higher numbers. Two French ships, the Maine and the Aurora, arrived in New Orleans carrying more than 500 slaves coming from Africa. Previous slaves in Louisiana have been transported from French colonies in the West Indies. By the end of 1721, New Orleans counted 1,256 inhabitants, of whom about half were slaves. At the start of the 19th century, Louisiana was a small producer of sugar, with relatively small numbers of slaves compared to Saint Dominique in the West Indies. It is soon thereafter became a major sugar producer as new settlers arrived to develop plantation. So I thought that was a little bit of interesting history that I put together. And like I said, there is so much history on Louisiana. I just couldn't write it out or do a long video on that. Maybe one day we'll get to that. I hope. So, excuse me. So, the birthday. We're moving on to the birthday of Louisiana. So, Louisiana, the state, became the 18th state on April 30th, 1812. So their birthday is coming up. So Louisiana is our 18th state to become a state in the United States. Say that 3 times. Moving on. This is the last part. Like I said, this is my little ghost stories that I have found about Louisiana. If you are not interested, you can go ahead and, if you want to, or you can sit and listen to them. It doesn't matter, because I find them very interesting. So if you can go ahead and move on to the end. That's fine. But let's go ahead and start with these stories. So I found 3 of them. Okay, so our first story is called Chloe at the Myrtles. Built in 1796 for General David Bradford, the Myrtles plantation is known for being the most haunted plantation in the country. Now a B&B, several employees and guests have reported seeing apparitions, hearing voices, and the unexplained phenomena. The resident ghost on site is believed to be that of Chloe, a former slave at the plantation. According to legend, Chloe was accused of eavesdropping and had her ears cut off as punishment. To get revenge, she attempted to poison the master of the house, but accidentally poisoned his wife and his kids. She was hanged and thrown into the river, but many believe the ghostly sightings won the property are the Chloe, forever destined to wander the grounds. And like I said, that's part of back in the time with the plantations and everything, as you heard in the history where they had made sugar plantations and they had slavery working for them, and Chloe was one of their popular ghost stories that they had, and for a punishment that's horrible, that she had to get her ear chopped off, and then she tried to get back, to the master and try to kill him, but ended up killing the wife and the kids. Just a very, very, very sad story. And then they end up hanging her and throwing her into a river like she was no one. And that's very disrespectful to anyone. So, a very, very sad ghost story. All right, moving on. Number 2. This one's called the Rogaro. This werewolf-type creature has been a part of the Cajun French folklore for ages. There are many different versions of the cautionary tale, but the beast and described being 7 to 8 feet tall, with razor-sharp teeth and glowing red eyes. It transforms into animal forms on the night of the full moon. So the Rogaro could be anyone. He could be your bank teller, or your boss, or even your neighbor. The creature roams the swamps and bayous during the night, looking for its next victim. While this story was probably made to keep children from running into the swamps and the bayous, there's a similar version that was probably told to keep Catholics in line. That version claims that if you broke your Lenten promise, you would automatically turn into a Rogaro. That's pretty spiffy. I mean, I got a little werewolf running around in their swamps and the bayous. I don't think I want to be out there during the night. I know Bigfoot might be out there, but ooh, could you imagine? Ooh, no. Moving on. Number 3. Moving on. This one's the last one. This is the last one. It's called Spanish Moon. Before it was a local watering hole, the building was a grain mill, feed store, clothing store, and even a temporary morgue. In 1927, employees and patrons have reported beer taps turning on by themselves, plates and glasses flying through the air, and being touched when no one is around. The end. That was my very last ghost story. What did you guys think? Did you guys learn a little bit more about Louisiana? I know I have. I have never been to Louisiana, but I've always wanted to go to their Mardi Gras. You know, that would be very interesting to go to. Just learn more facts about Louisiana and all the other states I have done. And I can't wait to continue to do this with you guys. I really miss doing this with you guys, and I know you guys have been asking about it. So I'm glad to come back with Take a Walk into History. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And I hope everybody stays blessed. And I hope everybody stays safe, no matter where you are, no matter where you're at, please stay safe. I'll be seeing you all in my next video. Thank you for stopping by, and you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.